Hi, girls and boys and girls. I'll tell you what, this is one very, very, very brave young boy. His name is John. And in this book, Buttons for General Washington by Peter and Connie Roop, it tells a story about a young boy named John. And he lived in Philadelphia. And in Philadelphia, back in the time of the American Revolution, you had British soldiers from England, and they wore red coats with a white sash on it and a black hat. Well, in this book, John is a spy. His whole family are spies. They want to be for the Americans. And his mother sews on buttons on John's coat, and he takes them to his brother Charles, and he's in George Washington's camp. He's a soldier for George Washington. And John's mom and dad get information about the British and sew them into buttons, sew them on John's coat, and John goes up to Charles and gives them the spy messages. Well, in this book, John is going to take some more messages to Charles, and he gets the buttons sewed on and everything, and he starts going out, and there's a boy named Samuel. And Samuel him and his family love the British. They want to stay with the English, and they're called Tories, T-O-R-I-E-S, but you're going to study about that in history some. So anyway, John starts going. You have to have a pass to get out of Philadelphia. And so his mama gives him the pass and everything and says, now be real careful, because you know what happens if they catch you, they're going to hang you. Well, he didn't want to get hung, and his mom and dad didn't want him to get hung. So anyway, he goes and Samuel, they get in a fight. See if he loses one of the buttons or not. So anyway, he goes and he's going out there, and he's on his way to George Washington, and he finds out that he's lost one of the buttons. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, you are not going to believe what he has to do. He runs back to town, see if he finds his button. See if he has to go back home and tell his mom and daddy that he couldn't find it. Oh my goodness. So anyway, he starts back and he's going to his aunt's house. He goes and a man grabs him up by the back of the neck, bearded man, got a big old beard and everything. He says, you're a spy. You're a spy for this. And you know what? I'm going to take you back to camp, and we're going to find out whether or not you're a spy or not. He takes him back to camp. I'm telling you what, it gets so intriguing you're not going to believe it what happens. He takes him back to the camp. It takes him a long time to get back there. He's hungry. He's tired. He's thirsty. He gets back there, and they find out about his coat. They find out about the buttons. They find out about the secret messages that are in there. Boys and girls, find out in this book, Buttons for General Washington by Peter and Connie Roop, whether or not they get the buttons, get the messages, decode it, see if General Washington gets the buttons, see if John finds his brother Charles, and see what happens in this book. I'm telling you, you're not going to believe it. See if the British catch him. See if they hang this little boy. See if he got the message to General Washington or not. I'm telling you what. Find out if it's wintertime or summertime. Hey, boys and girls, get this book, Buttons for General Washington by Peter and Connie Roop. I guarantee you're going to love it. So, hey, this is Mr. Dean. Thanks for joining me for another Mr. Dean's Outdoor Reading Adventures.